Welcome to the 22 Lions Podcast, your daily blueprint for writing, publishing, and profiting from books. Today, we dive into Scale-by-Outsourcing, 5 steps to build an AI-first freelance system to publish more books. If you're wearing every hat, writer, editor, designer, marketer, this episode is for you. We're going to hand you a compact, repeatable system so you can publish more titles without losing voice or control.
Here's the problem. Most authors stall because they're the bottleneck. You finish a draft, then editing, covers, formatting, marketing all pile up, and months turn into a year. Outsourcing solves that by turning predictable tasks into a reliable pipeline that scales your output and your royalties. Today, I'll walk you through 5 steps you can implement this week and one immediate action you can run as a 30-minute pilot. Quick promise, follow these 5 steps. Define what to outsource, build AI-friendly briefs, hire and test fast, enforce quality gates, and run a repeatable review loop, and you'll move from being the bottleneck to running a multi-title engine. At the end, I'll give you a scripted 30-minute pilot brief you can use on your next task, plus how to get a 22 Lions pipeline audit to scale safely. Section 1. Step 1. Define and prioritize what to outsource first. Start with low-risk, high-impact tasks. Think manuscript cleanup and copy editing, then covers and formatting, then narration prep and marketing assets. Why this order? Manuscript cleanup removes friction for later steps. Covers and formatting are highly repeatable. Marketing assets are creative and should come after the book is stable. Your goal is to reduce your daily friction, not increase coordination overhead.
A practical way to prioritize. List every recurring task you do for a book. Score them by time and predictability. Then outsource the high-time, high-repeatability tasks first. For example, cleaning up inconsistent POVs, line edits that follow a checklist, or interior layout. Those are predictable and cheap to test. Start with a single chapter pilot to validate the freelancer before you hand over an entire manuscript.
Step 2. Build AI-friendly briefs and templates. Your brief is your quality control weapon. Include the task goal, target audience, style samples, 2 short excerpts of your voice, exact deliverables, acceptance criteria, and allowable tools. For instance, you can permit the freelancer to use AI for first drafts, but require a human edit and a plagiarism check. Add a short checklist, tone, tense, character names, and house rules to protect voice.
When I write briefs, I include an AI prompt section, 1 or 2 seed prompts that the freelancer can use to generate first drafts faster, plus exact editing rules. Example prompt. Rewrite this chapter to match the following 3-sentence voice sample. Maintain first-person immediacy, reduce sentences over 25 words, and flag any factual claims. That beats vague directions. Then define acceptance, fewer than 5 unresolved comments, no new plot holes, and a clean word count match.
Section 2. Step 3. Hire and test fast. Use vetted platforms, specialist marketplaces, author groups, and targeted freelance sites. But don't hire blind. Use a 2-task pilot. Task A is a 30 to 60-minute assessment. Rewrite a short scene or produce a blurb. Task B is a paid 2 to 4 hour trial that mirrors the actual work. Keep pilots paid and low risk. Include a small revision cap in the contract. Pricing guardrails. For English-speaking editors, expect $25 to $60 per hour for experienced freelancers. Fixed-price microtasks for pilots work best.
Red flags during pilots, missed brief items, inconsistent tone with your samples, or repeated missed deadlines. If you see those, fail the pilot and document why. Also watch for AI over-reliance. If the freelancer returns text that reads generically or includes odd phrasing, require their edit history, or ask them to annotate where they used AI. That keeps accountability and prevents voice drift.
Step 4. Quality gates and repeatable review loops. Every outsourced task needs a checklist-driven QA step and version control. Define a 3-stage handoff: draft, internal review, final QA. Use clear version names and a single source of truth, a shared project board or folder, and always block time for a buffer review. This prevents rushed fixes and scope creep. Also set a revision cap in contracts and a timeline buffer of 20% to absorb feedback.
The tight QA checklist is your sustainability tool. For copy edits include items like no passive voiceover use, consistent character names, chapter hook present, and a short checklist for fact checks. For covers, check thumbnail readability, title hierarchy, and genre fit. Put those checklists in your brief so freelancers know the acceptance criteria up front. It cuts free work dramatically.
Section 3. Case study and immediate action. Quick case. An independent romance author used this system. She prioritized copy editing and covers, built short AI-assisted briefs, ran 2-task pilots for editors and cover designers, and enforced a versioned 3-stage QA. In 9 months, she published 3 titles, averaging a net margin that covered ongoing freelance costs and increased monthly royalties by 40%.
Lessons learned from that case: keep pilots targeted, track spend against a simple spreadsheet, and protect voice with short samples in every brief. The author also kept a voice bank, 3 short passages that show tone, pacing, and word choice. Any freelancer who can match those in the pilot doesn't pass. It's efficient and scalable.
Immediate action. Your 30-minute pilot brief. Use this checklist now. 1. Select one micro task, 1 chapter cleanup, or a 150-word book blurb. 2. Create a 1-page brief with goal, voice samples, 2 short paragraphs, deliverables, and acceptance criteria. 3. Post as a paid 30-60-minute pilot with a fixed fee. 4. Evaluate against acceptance checklist. 5. If pass, schedule a 4-hour paid trial before a larger contract. That single pilot will tell you more about scale readiness than a week of guessing.
If you want help drafting that 30-minute pilot brief, we scripted one right now. Title the task, paste 2 voice samples, list exact deliverables, add the AI prompt you allow, state acceptance criteria, less than 5 unresolved comments, maintain voice sample characteristics, and set the fixed fee. Use it as is or tweak it for genre, then run the pilot. It's fast, low risk, and revealing.
Call to action. Create that 30-minute pilot brief today and run 1 paid test. If you'd prefer professional help, book a 22 Lions pipeline audit or a project kickoff. We'll map your tasks, build the briefs, and run the first pilot with vetted freelancers. Use our audit to protect your voice, control costs, and set realistic publishing cadence. Write it, publish it, profit from it.
That's your step-by-step system for today. Apply it and watch your author business grow. Publish like a pro. Profit like a lion.